I've just spent the past 3 minutes writing up bullet points and shit for what I want to say in this video, but I've kind of realized I just need to hit the record button and just go at it and not even really think about it. Um, I just want to make you aware this isn't some crazy clickbait video saying that I've, been in a fucking rut for the past 3 years and have, gone down and started hanging out with Epstein or some shit like that. This is on a much smaller scale and it's much less clickbait, and the reason I'm making this video, it's much less serious. The reason I'm making this video under this title is quite a boring reason, to be completely honest with you, and I'm gonna get to that. But I want to tell you a little story first, and the story's got a very good moral because it's a very big lesson that I've learned recently and will probably be valuable for you with your own business endeavors going on in the future. So let's go back a decent bit. So right now it's the very end of June. Tomorrow is the last day of June, I believe. So today's like the 30th of today's like 29th of June. And in May was an interesting month because May, going through at the start of May, it was sort of decent, all right, going on that pace and everything. Sort of on target for our normal like 10k cash collected and everything but then nearing the end of May, we get this like big fucking spike, all right? Shit just starts moving faster, and I don't really know why it's happening, but business is kind of volatile, and so that sort of happens. Near the end of May, shit goes whoop, and we end up doing like $25,000 in deals in May, which I think this is a thing a lot of people get confused with. 25k in deals is not the same as 25k cash collected. 25k in deals is basically like all the clients you sign, how much they will pay you after the term, after the contract is finished, if that makes sense. Whereas cash collected is like how much physically have you been paid in that month. So that 25k cash collected is like that extra 15k I've made. That's only gonna come over, the next 6 months or whatever, as terms run out and shit. And honestly, like, people will cancel payment plans and shit like that, and they'll be bitchy about it. And so it might end up only being like, 10k of that I actually collect, and I'll lose like 5k of it. But that's like a record we've ever done in deals. And I believe it was a record in cash collected as well. It was like 10.7k cash collected, which I think was also a bit of a record. And by the way, that's a side point. Like when people say they're doing like, 100k a month or 1 million a month or shit like that. First thing is they don't tell you about profit margins. And then second thing, they also don't tell you about deals and everything, especially in the info space. So you see all these drop shippers making 1 million a month, but they're really only profiting like 50k a month and shit. My expenses are about 5.5k a month, but like 70% of that is just mentorship, to be fair. So that's just investing long term, and then it's just like salaries and shit for people. Not salaries, but you know what I mean, like hiring people. And so May was a pretty decent month. Like end of May, we get this big spike. It was mostly in deposits, which is why the deals were so high compared to the cash collected. And then it's the start of June, and I'm like, shit, bro, like it's going good. It's going solid. I remember my sales guy, Evan, he I was like asleep, 'cause I sleep on the floor, I was asleep right here. I get a call from him, and he's like, Sam, I've just got like a pay in full and like a payment plan or something, just right here, right now. It's like, bro, two new customers just like that, crazy, while I'm sleeping. And so it was going good, but then start of June comes, and it's like, I'm feeling good and everything, and because I was feeling good, I got a little bit complacent, and I start grinding as hard. And the thing is, like, it's not really a problem because I find and this is not just me finding it, like you probably feel this the same within your own business and shit. The results, like no matter what you're doing, the results are decently disconnected from the actions. Like if you're doing content, the results are super disconnected from the actions, Content is like, bro, if you're uploading YouTube videos, it's like a video you make today may or may not get you some results in 3 years, or it may or may not get you some results in a week, and it's like, it's so like there's no order to it at all. A video I uploaded like a month ago now is all of a sudden just getting 100 views a day. Just out of nowhere, 100 views a day. And the average duration is like 7 minutes on it, because it's like a long ass video. And so, it's just like, what the fuck? Just out of nowhere. And it's like a really high quality, well pitched video. So I'm getting new people booking calls and shit, which is nice. And it's just out of nowhere, bang, like that with content. But with other things like outreach and, getting people from referrals and other places like that, and getting clients from other places, it's like, no matter, it's like, at least with you'll probably feel the same as me with this. It's like in business, it's not like shit. It's like super linear and clear and obvious. It's just like you can tell that doing the work will get you the results because you know that logically, but then you don't actually feel it. You know, you don't feel the connection right there. And so, um, start of June, after we had that big spike at the end of May, start of June, it's like, business is going well. The YouTube's, I think I started doing YouTube then, or I started doing YouTube in May anyway, like being consistent with the shit, which we're gonna get to. So that's doing all right, and shit's going all right. I'm not under a ton of pressure. But then like a week passes into June, and then 2 weeks into June, and I'm like shit. And like 2 weeks into June, I have like a call with my mentor, and I'm like shit, bro. Like I've done like $1,600 cash collected so far in June. We've got like one new customer or some shit. We got straight at the start. It's like shit, bro. We ain't getting no sales for like 10 days. What the fuck? Ain't made any new money apart from like collecting money on payment plans for like 10 days. And I was like, shit, bro. And so then, maybe a week after that, so this is like 3 weeks into May, this is like, probably like 19th, 20th, no, sorry, in June, sorry, this is 19th, 20th of June. I just said, like, we skipped over May, like, everything I've been saying here has been June. So this was maybe like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. Stupid me, I decide that I need more mentorship. Specifically for YouTube, and so I pay like $1,700 for some like YouTube mentorship with this geezer who's doing like $350K a month, like one-on-one with him. And I'm not gonna go into that, but I'm not gonna name him or any shit. But it's just been absolute shit, and I'm gonna be refunding it. But I basically do that, and then I got a big fast fire into my ass. Because another point of context to add is I reinvest way too much, as you can probably tell with the mentorship and with everything. Like my expenses, bro, they could be $2K per month. Just my editor, just my closer, just my like thumbnail guy, and then just like other software and shit I need, and it could be like $2K per month, and half of that would be going to more than half would just be going to my editor. So it's like, bro, it's like I could run my business with like nothing. But I pay a lot of mentorship because I know it's going to help me long time. I'm willing to make those investments. And another important point to take in is that I have very little savings. Like I've got like a month of money backed up, bro, of expenses, and that's it. Like in my bank account, like saved up right now, I've maybe got like £6,000. That's maybe it. Because I just spend. Okay. If there's something that can help me, I'll buy it, bro. I'll just do it like that. And so I buy this mentorship for $1,700, and I'm like, shit, bro. I've now only got like 3 weeks of expenses saved up. I haven't got a sale for like 2 weeks or some shit by that point, or maybe got like another deposit or some shit like that by that point. But it's really nothing. And I was like, shit, bro. Like I don't want to go broke. I don't want to fucking go broke. And so I am fucked with anxiety. Like, and it is not nice being under anxiety. Like, this is the interesting thing. It's so much genuinely. It's so, because I've been in like both these positions like next to each other. It's so much better to be in like fucked up physical pain and like be sick and just be under like horrible strain than to have like horrible anxiety about your business. Like honestly, at least for me, and this doesn't go for everyone, but at least for me personally, like the worst experience is literally just fucking anxiety, bro. Like I've been in situations traveling where your guts are fucked and you can't go to the toilet for hours. Like I remember when I went to Japan, bro, it's like I was like on the fucking third seat in, and I had fucked up guts, and it was the middle of the fucking night with all these like Japanese people asleep, and there was like two girls from my school like fucking sitting next to me, and bro, my guts were fucked, and I just had to endure that shit for 8 hours. That was honestly better, okay, honestly better than going through anxiety and shit, where you're like scared of going broke and like you're fucking shitting yourself. But the good thing about the anxiety is it forces you to lock the fuck in, because for a while you try and hide from it, you try and escape from it, you go and watch some bullshit YouTube or do some shit like that, and then the pain is too much and you lock the fuck in and you fucking put the work in. And that's what I did, bro. And for like 2 days, like this is the interesting thing, like when people say like you need to work like you got a gun to your head, I've kind of experienced what this is like a little bit, and I'm sure it's probably even better or worse depending on how you look at it if you actually had a gun to your head. But when you have this such a fear of going broke, and it's not also that's not just the fear of going broke and not being able to pay people and shit, but it's also the fear that of not being able to go traveling this summer and being like cooped inside in the fucking UK living with my parents, not being able to go travel and everything. I could afford to go travel right now, but it wouldn't be fun. I'd be too much pressure with my business. But having that fear and having that pressure, having that like gun to my head, it just really makes you get really creative and really go at it with every angle you possibly could. Like when people say, you know, if you had a gun to your head or if your mum was gonna die, you would figure it out. Fuck yeah, you would, bro. Because I got creative with the way I was doing my outreach. I went because you know normally you got your normal outreach ways of doing it, and you kind of limited because you can't send like an infinite number of DMs on Instagram and school and shit because you get banned. But bro, when I tell you I got creative, man. I went through everybody who'd ever we booked a sales call with everybody who had ever no showed us a whole big list, going back into my fucking archived Google Sheet trackers and shit. I was going in my fucking Instagram followers list. You know, like I don't do content on Instagram, bro. It's just my little Instagram account. I post some photos on every now and then. I don't promote it. I don't put it anywhere. I've got like 200 followers on it, bro. And most of those followers are just me following random people who I'm trying to outreach to. So I've already outreached to them, but I outreached to all the other followers and shit. And then nothing happens, and nothing happens whatsoever. Okay. And I'm like, fuck. And so for the rest of the week, I'm still kind of like putting in work and putting in effort. But then, some more, the sales calls that we booked, they actually start to happen, and like I start to close some sales. Like one guy who was on a deposit, pays out, gets on a payment plan. Another guy who was like the most financially unqualified guy ever, just has the money out of nowhere, okay? And then all of a sudden, this guy who was like dead set on not buying, like back in January, just comes in, just pays in full. Okay, requires some objection handling, just comes in, pays in full. Guy in the Instagram followers list, no clue who he fucking was, just sent him a message, got him on a call with Evan, my closer, just pay in full, just like that. Wow, there's $7,000 in the past 7 days, 30k a month pace, 30k a month cash collected pace, by the way. That is more, that's more like 50k, 60k a month deals pace right there. In the past week, we've been at that pace for. And, shit's good. And the interesting thing is, for the past, since getting these sales in, the other really nice thing is that we've had the fucking crazy European heat wave, and it's been like 35 Celsius here. 30 to 35 here in the UK every single day. So it's been, nice weather. And the thing about nice weather is that, and I heard someone, if anyone knows IBX Toycat, the fucking Minecraft YouTuber who makes like geography content on his second channel, he said this, and I relate so hard with it. Hot weather is just really good at making you to be a really shit human. And if you want to be a shit human and you just want to relax, it's great. But if you want to lock in, it's really bad. That's only for me, at least. I guess for other people, it might be different. But hot weather, I can't fucking do the pollen, like the hay fever and shit, where you got allergies to hay, like the pollen and shit. Been fucking horrible, bro. And not only that, look at this thing, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this. What's on my screen? It's my YouTube channel. Look at this shit, bro. Fucking gaming PC. Why do I have my gaming PC set up? Well, guess what? My MacBook, my Apple laptop, like the really good laptops which actually work, which can actually make you money, the screen just decides to go like, bye. I'm just gonna fucking like give you some random pixelated shit from now on. And so then I've got to hand that into Apple. I just got to basically get a fucking like taxis to like the Apple store in Birmingham. And then just hand my laptop in and then come back, and then it's like, it's ready today actually, but I'm gonna go tomorrow because it's too late now. And so I've just been on my fucking Windows gaming PC for the past like 3 or 4 days, bro. And I don't know how the fuck people, like, I swear to God, nobody makes money online successfully on fucking Windows, bro. This shit is fucked. I turn this on, and it comes up with like 10 fucking pop-ups being like, set up your new Windows PC with Microsoft PowerPoint. And it's like, no, I don't want to. It's like, and it's asking me to like fucking authorize GoPro's webcam and all these other fucking bullshit. And then the screen will just randomly turn, like my blue light filter just randomly turns on at like 3 p.m, It's just like, it'll just like do shit, bro. It's so shit, man. And I've had to deal with that. And this is basically my excuses, okay, for the past few days being in somewhat of a rut. Now, when I say a rut, I have been everywhere with ruts before. Obviously, I've been through many, small ruts as everybody goes through. But I've been through some pretty daddy big gargantuan ruts before, like when I was 15, back in 2024, or when I was 14 even. This is like just before I turned 15. I hit like 2k per month with like online self-improvement coaching. Got super complacent, and that was in like March of 2023. Then, that was March of like 2024. Then I turned 15 in like April of 2024. Get super complacent, fucking huge rut, bro. And I hit 2K per, imagine this, you hit 2K per month when you're like 14, you're like, you know, the fucking king of making money online, that's how you feel. And then you just lose it all and you go broke within like 3 months and you're just addicted to video games, waste the entire, like some of you are gonna go traveling because you're making money online, nope. Waste it all playing fucking video games indoors, bro, you know? Social life, nope, just gone, you know, just like that. And that was a really bad rut I went through then. But I want to make another video on that actually, but essentially, I've been through some pretty bad ruts, bro. I've fucked myself a lot, and I have learnt my lessons from that. But I've been in somewhat of a rut recently, and it's not been a huge gargantuan big daddy rut. Like, you know, I haven't been, you know, doing some crazy, like I said, I haven't been out, hanging out with Epstein or doing some crazy shit like that. That camera feels wonky. You know, if you really want to know what I've been doing, I've just been kind of doing the bare minimum, just like doing some outreach, you know, just going on my calls, keeping up with my messages, you know, just kind of doing the tasks which keep the business just barely afloat, but not really building anything. And, you know, it's like, for example, this morning I tried to record a YouTube video. Which was like quite a high quality, high articulate, you know, YouTube video where I'm making my points, bang, 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 value, value, you know? And I get like 5-10 minutes in and I just cannot get into flow state. Like the video, it was basically, if you just give Notion its time to load up, because we're on the gaming PC and it takes a little while. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, oh, it's gone now. A little notification just told me I'm waking up in 6 hours at 2 a.m. You know, like, what? That's just Windows. I think I've just got so much bloatware on this. But it was like this video. I like planned it a while ago, and it's like basically making money online for beginners who don't want to scam people who want to do purposeful shit. And like I tried to start recording it, and I just can't. I just like my brain is just fucked, bro. I just cannot get into it, man. And this isn't me making excuses because you can always push harder and you can always push through. But I ended up just quitting it, and I was like, bro, I need to, you know, I'm gonna do some quality later on. And so, essentially, it's like I just didn't get a video made, and then, you know, I've just been kind of keeping it with the bare minimum of shit, bro. Really. And this is the thing, like, since, I mean, we can actually see exactly when it was, since, like, when was it? I think it might have been here, to be honest. So, since, like, when was it? Since the 10th of May, I've uploaded 3 times a week, every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, every single time. I've been working with my editor, Hugo, for almost every single video. There are some videos I've done myself or which haven't needed editing and shit. Or like when he's been away, I've just had to like do it myself and shit. I really shouldn't be looking outside. I'm about to go to bed, but where am I going with this? So yeah, it's like I've uploaded consistently, and that's because I see YouTube as like it's building a relationship with you. Like if you're 17 minutes into my little yap video here, like you are my warm audience. You know, you are the Sam Walford watcher, or maybe you're not. Maybe you're just some random guy that saw this. If so, just comment like, hello, I'm a random guy below. But like, the way I see YouTube is like, I'm serving you here. Like, I'm building up a relationship between me and you here. And like in any relationship, you really need to give value to the other person. You need to show up. You need to be consistent. If you're dating a girl, and then all of a sudden, you know, you just dip and you just don't talk to her for like a week, like, you know, she ain't really gonna like you for that. If you just disappear for a month and come back, like, you know, you can't expect her to come consistently to you if you don't to her. And so it's like I need to stay consistent on the YouTube. And the thing is here, it's like you know, oftentimes, to be honest, that ain't really true. I won't say oftentimes I've had a batch of videos saved up. Oftentimes I've only had like 1 or 2 videos like saved up in reserve to give me a bit of buffer, which is something I need to fix, because that's what I'm getting to here. This isn't a normal video you're watching right now. This is me recording on my iPhone, okay, before I go to bed. Actually, it's past my bedtime, okay, and it's simply just because I needed to get a video up today, but I don't have a video out. And I told my editor, Hugo, I'm going to get one done today. And the thing is, I started recording that first video, and I went downstairs and I started recording a second video, which ended up being way too long, and my call started and I didn't get it done. And essentially, I've just been a bitch and not got a video out for today, and so now I'm serving you a really shit video where I'm just yapping about myself and just being honest. Which I think I'm making this video more for myself than for you, to be completely honest, bro. But again, like in a relationship, it's... I'm you know, in I guess... You can see relationships differently and shit, but like in a relationship, I guess it benefits to be honest, and I'm being honest with you here, man, that I've kind of fallen off a little bit recently. I ain't being super consistent with the work, and I guess what I said about, you know, learning lessons from a lot of this shit is essentially that the people who are making a fuck ton of money online and are doing crazy are just normal people who have got good at business. I'll be completely honest in saying that, like, I don't work out consistently, bro. Like, I've got a, you know, somewhat decent physique because I'm, like, super consistent with my diet, if that'll balance there, I guess. You know, I'm, like, super consistent with my diet. And so, like, you know, I'm lean, kind of. I can't really see myself, but, you know, I'm not, like, super fucking jacked. That's me flexing right now, you know? But I eat like a perfect diet, super consistent. That's just easy for me. I work out every now and then. I run every now and then. But I'm not consistent with exercise. You know, like speaking to people, like social skills in real life, bro. I'm fucked. I'm fucked, bro. I ain't been social in real life, at least consistently since like October. You know, it's been like 9 months, mate. It's been 9 months. Like, bro, I'm honestly I say this too proudly, and I think that's kind of fucked up, and I need to fix this. But I haven't spoke with a girl in like 9 months, bro. That's just, man. Like the last time I did that was like in October when I was like traveling in Poland and shit, bro. Um, and so it's like, you know, I am not a good human being at every level. I'm not some god. I'm just good at business. And that's simply it. And the thing is, it's like there's less people who are at like my level in business than who are at equivalent level in fitness, if that makes sense. Or equivalent level in social skills and shit. Like you don't see people. There's more people making it big with business than there are with fitness, if that makes sense. Just because of the nature of it, business is a lot more like competition based and everything, so the rewards are a lot bigger to it. And so I guess I've kind of just focused on that for like the past 3 years, bro, and that's all I've really done. And at the same time, like I ain't leveled up my social skills and my fitness, or I mean, I kind of leveled up my running, you know, almost run a sub 25k, and that's all I've really done, bro. You know, it's just I've been on my mission. I'm just like a normal human being, and I still fall off every now and then again, bro. Like, if you've watched my video on the Red Man and shit, it's like the Red Man's had his little hold on me for the past 3 days. And if you haven't watched that video, just like search up on my channel or whatever, Red Man, Sam Walford Red Man, and that'll probably come up there. But yeah, it's I really am just a normal human being, bro, and I see this in like the mentorship programs and masterminds and shit. I mean, it's like everybody there is just normal human beings who just got good at business. Same thing, you go into the gym, the jack guys in there, they're just normal guys who have just got jacked. And it's like, you know, they've learnt lessons, they've become a better human being through that. But at the same end of the day, we are just normal human beings, bro. Like, we aren't something special. Like, you can become me. Like, I'm a fucking 17-year-old kid, bro, at the end of the day, man. And it's like, I've got big aspirations. I want to become someone great, but at the end of the day, like, me making this money online and helping the people I'm helping, it's like, you know, I've committed 3 years of my life to this, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I still fall off, man. I'm still just a human being, bro, and you need to see that as well, bro. Like, shit like this, it is possible. At the same time, you don't want to feel like you're destined for success, and it's really easy, because then you ain't gonna put the work in, but you need both in a way. But anyway, that's kind of that for this video, man. That's kind of the lessons and everything, bro. And it's also that I've also directly seen that me being in that panicked anxiety mode directly correlates with making $7,000 cash collected in a week. Basically meaning to do 30k cash collected. I've just got to constantly be in that fucking gun to my head fucking work mode, and it'll happen right there. You know, like, you've probably been looking at these papers and shit. You know, you probably can't read this because it's reversed, but 4 calls a day is $30,000 profit. I'm like comfortable here, I need 30k a month, like that's my goal. And this is basically just saying, like, I'm in pain here, I need freedom, and then like they're my clients up there. Oh, not all of my clients, but some of my like favorite clients. Yeah, so I got they're basically just my OG clients, who I'm gonna be like moving in with them and like living with them in Albania this summer in September. All moving in together in a penthouse, which is gonna be sick. But yeah, man, that's that for my little accountability app. To be completely honest with you, bro, I'm now gonna upload this directly through the YouTube app with no editing, one take, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But yeah, man, I really hope you have an amazing day. If you want to learn more about what I do and how I can maybe help you if you're a self-improvement creator, then there's a link in the description which basically explains my offer for you and how I can very, very easily, because I've done it for many, many guys like those guys up there, get you to 2k per month ASAP with your self-improvement content. If you don't want to look at my page shit yet and you don't even want to think about that at all, then there's the $1,000 protocol, which is my entire course for completely and utterly free. there's a link for that in the description down there. It's on School. But if you're really not interested in that, I completely understand, man. But I would also appreciate it if you could click the subscribe button, so then obviously you see more of my videos. And you might not even, you know, you might watch a lot of my videos, but you ain't even fucking subscribed. Like, what the fuck, man? You want to see more of my videos, don't you? But anyway, man, I really, really hope you have an amazing day, and bye-bye, bro.